Hello everyone, welcome, it's me again. On this video we're going to talk about Cyberpunk, and I just finished Cyberpunk. I just finished the main story and I wanted to explain to you guys the experience I did. I wanted to share it with you, and I want to talk to you guys about all the glitches, all the bugs that there are in Cyberpunks, and if it's actually worth $60 or not. Now let's start with the beginning in Cyberpunk with the Lifepaths. Now between the Corpo and the Street Kid Lifepath there is not much of a difference. The only difference basically, as far as I know, is the first mission. When you start with the Corpo one, you basically start as a rich man, let's say working for the corporate. Then you get kicked out of the corporate for some different reasons and you meet Jackie. That's the same thing with the street kid. So basically you get the same missions and stuff. It's not that the main story changed based on the life path you choose. So basically the story changed based on the choices you make over proceeding with the main story. And now I encountered a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches, meanwhile completing the main story and meanwhile playing the game. And like 50% of the bugs and glitches I found so far are game breaking. Basically they prevent you from completing the main story, they prevent you from proceeding with the main story. And fortunately, so far the glitches I have encountered which are game breaking, they had a fix and I managed to fix them. One of them was where I got stuck in a call with Deliman, or however his name is, and the thing is that when you go to meet Hanako, which is the point of no return, basically you're going to go at another place after that, because I will try not to spoil you guys, and you will have to call someone. So to proceed with that mission you must call someone, and meanwhile you're stuck in a call, you cannot call anyone. So basically you will be stuck at that point and there is nothing you can do. So you have to go back at a safe slot you had or something like that, and you have to go back at a point where you didn't meet Hanako yet, because otherwise you're gonna be stuck at that point and there is nothing you can do. You cannot even do side missions, you cannot do nothing. And yeah, it's I mean, like, CD Projekt, they said like that if you see a trash can and if you see inside the trash can, it's going to be detailed. Like, I mean, they work so hard on details, we wouldn't even mind if we didn't have, like, who cares if the trash can is detailed inside or whatever. When you basically shoot a bullet to the water, there is going to be no effect, no nothing. When you shoot at a tire, nothing is gonna happen. Like, I mean, this is really dumb from CD Projekt, and they worked for 7 years on this game. I think that if it would have been a different company that have worked on the game, I wouldn't be so disappointed. It was like a new company, but CD Projekt is not a new company. They did The Witcher, they did a lot of good games, and they really messed up with this one. And basically on PlayStation 4 it's unplayable. It's not worth $60. No matter how rich you are, it's not worth your time, it's not worth your money. It's just, there is a lot of glitches, man. If you go with a fast car, if you keep driving around the city, the game is going to keep freezing, the frame rate will drop, the graphics, everything is a mess, everything is a mess. And the main story, let's talk about the main story. So in the trailers they would talk about you being a legend and stuff like that. And basically the story, I mean, like, it's not that I didn't like it, but based on the way how it was brought to us with the trailers, I expected much more. Because basically the game is talking about you being a legend and stuff like that, the legend of the Night City. And the thing is that through the whole game, what you're trying to do is to save your own life. So basically, I don't see how that makes a legend just because you're trying to save your own life and stuff like that. So basically, at this point, I think they also messed up. And there is a huge... I wanted to talk about a huge part on the map where like there is only trash, there is only garbage, and it's so detailed. Like literally, instead of them working in that part of the map where they detailed the trash and the garbage so far, they could have worked on the game itself, trying to see if there is any glitch, trying to see if there is any bug, improve the main story, improve the characters and everything else. I don't know, I mean, this is my personal opinion. Maybe most of you guys liked it, but me personally, I expected much more. Maybe it's also our fault that the game is not that good, because when they delayed the game with 30 days, with 1 month, maybe we should have given them more time, but instead we pushed them to release the game, because maybe they would have delayed the release date again, and finally we would have gotten a better Cyberpunk that we have right now, not the Cyberpunk we have, which I think that everyone is disappointed, because like I understand that the game was made for next gen, but I mean they should not have launched it in PlayStation 4 at all, because it's just unplayable, man. I think they didn't want to miss on sales, because PlayStation had something like 1 month that it came out, I think, after the Cyberpunk release, and they realized that not a lot of people have PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, the new Xbox, so maybe they didn't want to miss on sales, or I don't know what they tried to do, but still they should have let us know of the bugs, of the glitches, of the graphics, of the frame rates, of everything that is happening with us right now in Cyberpunk. Now I wanted to talk about the relationship between V and between Jackie. Now somehow that relationship got built up together so fast, like it was like they knew each other for a life or something like that, for an eternity, because basically you met Jackie. I'm not sure if I should say this because it's kinda spoiler, but I will say it in simple words. Basically you met Jackie in a thief mission where you was stealing something, and that's where you met him, and then 5 minutes later you was pretending he's your brother or something like that. I think that they should have made this relationship in a different way, not things to get built up so fast, not V and Jackie trusting each other so fast. I mean, Jackie died just too fast in the game before like you could get to know him better. I think that it would have been better if they paid more attention to Jackie as a character, and of course to the relationship you had with Jackie, because the relationship doesn't make any sense to me. He points a gun to your head. First time you see him, he points a gun to your head, then you're best friends with him. He's your brother and stuff like that, etc. So yeah, now in general, if there would be no glitches, if there would be no bugs, still I would say that the game is not worth it. It's not worth 60 bucks. Because the main story is too short. If you do only the main story, if you do no side missions, you're going to basically complete the game in less than 3 hours. If you do it really fast, you know, like if you don't mess up during the missions, 3 hours and you're done with the main story. And basically after you complete the main story, you don't get to play the game in the state that you are. Because basically at the point of no return, that's where you decide how things are going to work. That's how you decide the ending you're going to get. And the thing is that, let's say, for example, me myself, I chose the becoming a legend, the Night City ending, where I stay in the Night City. I have Eddies, I have an apartment, I had a flying car, or however you call it, AV I think, and I cannot keep playing the game from that state. So basically I have to go back at the point of no return so I can play the game, which makes literally no sense for me. So yeah, I didn't like this game at all. Maybe my expectations was just too high, and of course they are going to be high because this game is from CD Projekt, and CD Projekt is no joke so far. But I think now they are a joke, I'm not gonna lie. And this is one of the reasons why you should never pre-order a game. Like what they showed us on the trailers, what they showed us on the gameplays has nothing to do with the Cyberpunk we have right now. So that's it guys. I hope somehow I was helpful, and maybe I did help you to take a decision if you should buy Cyberpunk or not. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about the game, what you think about the main story, about the glitches, about the bugs, about the graphics, especially in Xbox One and especially in PlayStation 4. See you on the next one guys. Please make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it.